Hey YouTube, welcome to Vortex Gaming. So we're going to go ahead and play this game called Spellcaster Chronicles. This is currently in closed beta, only invite access right now, so it's unfortunately not able to be played for everyone yet. But I wanted to make this beginner's guide to kind of show you how to play and to see if this is a game that maybe you would like or don't like to play if you decide to play it in the future when it does become available. So this is kind of a mix between, I'd say, Smite and Battleborn, or maybe some Super Monday Night Combat if you're old like me. I just aged myself with that one. It's a MOBA RTS style game, so League of Legends, Smite, if you're used to those games, where you're going to go ahead and push down towers or turrets to get into the enemy base and kill the enemy base to win. It is a third-person view similar to Smite. However, it's going to go ahead and mix different things like spells and being able to spawn the creatures that push down the wave. So unlike League of Legends or Dota, where you actually just, support those minions that automatically spawn, you're going to be able to create your own characters, your own minions to push down the wave. Let's go ahead and show you how the game works here. So at the top, you're going to go ahead and click deck building. This is where you're going to go ahead and build out your gameplay here. You're going to start with the different types of characters. So you do have 6 different types of characters here: Iron Sorcerer, Fire Elementalist, Mystic Scribe, Astral Monk, Stone Shaman, and Swamp Witch. Alright, each one of these has different abilities. So up here, if I look at the top here, Twin Strike strikes with powerful mid-range attacks that interrupts enemies. The Fire Elementalist is going to burn enemies with powerful fire melee attacks. However, the Astral Monk is going to go ahead and pierce through enemies with Colossal Astral Fist, so a ranged attack. So you have different abilities here that they just kind of have by default. Here's another one with the Astral Monk: conjure a time bubble that freezes enemy projectiles and creatures inside of it. And then we have, healers. So if you want to heal or deal poison, you can pick your different type of character. Now, beyond your 3 main abilities, you're also going to have a passive. These passives are very important when it comes to building out your deck, and we'll get to that part next. But these passives, like this one, for example, all rank 3 buildings start with a +1 max charge. That means you're going to get an extra rank 3 right off the bat by having this character. The Fire Elementalist: all fire spells and fire-infused creatures deal more damage. That means I'm probably going to want to use fire spells and fire creatures because they're going to do more damage if I'm playing the Fire Elementalist. The Stone Shaman: all allies will regenerate health near structures deployed by the shaman. So if I put a structure down like this wall here, anyone near the wall is going to be healed. So those are your passives. So you want to pay attention to those when you build out your deck. Now, getting to the deck here, this is where you're going to go to edit your deck and your abilities and skills. You have creatures, spells, buildings, and titans. Alright, so creatures are going to be mixed up of different types of creatures. Here's a earth golem melee kind of creature, a flying mid-range projectile wyvern. You're going to have a big juggernaut tank that has a ton of health. He's got 10,000 health. So you're going to be able to, push up to the base with this and have this kind of soak all the damage while your other creatures are behind it. So you have all different types of creatures. The Dryad's a healer, so you're going to put the healer out and she's going to heal everyone in the area. You have all different types of creatures to choose from that you can spawn. You want to pay attention to their ranks though, however. This is a rank 1 Harpy. This is a rank 2 Wyvern, rank 3 Ogre, and a rank 4 Juggernaut. You're only going to have available rank 1 and rank 2 at the start of the match. As you level up, you will unlock rank 3 and rank 4 later in the game. So just be conscious of that you're going to want to have rank 1 or rank 2 units to start with, or you're not going to be able to spawn anything in the beginning. Now, with the rank 1 and rank 2 units, you can grab them and slide them down here and put them down here into your slots. So number 1 is now my Harpy, number 2 is my Wyvern. There's going to be a cap. You're going to only have so many you can put out at the same time. So if you built a whole deck with just rank 1 units, you're unfortunately going to hit your cap really fast, and you can only have 20 units out instead of being able to put 40 or 50 units out. Because you're going to hit that level or rank 1 cap. So you want to have a mixture of rank 1s, rank 2s, can have just rank 1 and rank 2. You can mix in rank 3s, rank 4s if you want. Because rank 3s and 4s, again, you won't have at the start of the match. So if you want an early game push, just have rank 1 and rank 2. But if you want a full end game, maybe more 3s and 4s. Now you can swap out the first 4 slots. The first 4 slots can be mixed between creatures, spells, anything that you would like to put in here. You can mix the first 4, but the ultimate, your R, is going to be your Titan. So spells are going to be your caster's abilities. So on top of the regular melee that this guy starts with, I can put a fire ray out, and all of a sudden I can do fire lasers. I can do a fireball, rank 3, that's going to go ahead and shoot a massive fireball at people. So if I'm going just full spellcaster, I could put in 4 skills for spells, and now I'm just a full spellcaster. I can't spawn any creatures down my lane. So you can mix and match though. Maybe I want to have a couple rank 1, rank 2 creatures, a couple rank 1 and rank 2 spells. Now I'm full. I have all 4 abilities. I can use all 4 of these abilities, you know, the beginning of the match, or I can put in a rank 4 spell and then I have to wait and level up for that. Now I can mix in buildings. There's 2 types of buildings here. This building is going to go ahead and slowly spawn out skeletons. The skeleton warriors have 1,000 health, but they just continually spawn until this building is destroyed. This building does have 1,000 health, which is not crazy, but it's enough to kind of stand its own for a little bit. The downside with this building I've noticed is you can actually run inside here and just melee it, and anyone who's projectile or ranged won't be able to shoot you because it hits the walls of the building. So if you have an enemy that puts one of these down, hop inside, just, you know, melee attack it, and you can pretty much take it down pretty easy unless someone goes in there with you. Your other building here is your astral tower. This is a defensive tower that you can place down that's going to do a ton of damage to anybody in the area. This will attack both creatures and real players and does a lot of damage. I've seen people, you know, all 3 people stack this up, and it does do a lot of damage to people. It's also got 3,500 health, and you can't really hide under it like the other building, so that's pretty cool for the building. The spells I forgot to mention, so there's, you know, ranged fire, astral spells, electric, lightning, chain, heal spells, so you can do all different kinds of spells here as well too. So mix and match those first 4 however you would like. Maybe you want to go a full creature build. You just want to go full creature and go rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, and rank 4. This is what I've been kind of trying out, except I put out the Lizard Archer here, Wyvern, Crypt, and Juggernaut. I wanted to try this just to see a full creature build, but you really have no way of killing any real players because you don't have any spells or abilities that you can really use for that besides your melee. Now for your Titan, you have 2 different types of Titans here. So this Titan is going to excel at running up to the enemy turret and destroying the enemy turret. So this is going to crush all structures it marches towards. So when it gets to the life stone, it'll go ahead and kill the life stone really fast. That's weird that it's showing a video without the Titan. But anyways, it's going to destroy the Titan. It's got 30,000 health, 100 DPS. Okay? This Titan is going to be excelling at destroying all the creatures. For some reason the video is not working. Ignore the video. So this is going to weaken all enemies as it goes through. So any of the creatures that are coming up to it, enemy creatures that come up to this Titan, he's going to wipe the creatures and make the creatures die faster. It's got 20,000 health and 125 DPS. So depending on if you're trying to push the creatures or push the structures, you're going to choose the different type of Titan for your ultimate here, okay? Alright, so once you have your deck built, you have your character chosen, you're going to choose, you know, who you want to play with and how you want to play, and then you're going to go ahead and start the match. You can have up to 3 people, so it's a 3v3 match here. Alright, so when you start the match, there are going to be different maps. So this is the Mausoleum. Once the match loading screen starts, you're going to be able to choose your character. There's enchanters, conquerors, and duelists. So you have your 6 characters that we were kind of talking about before.
War is a forge.
Now you don't have to have a unique character. So like if this person's going the Mystic Scribe, I can also go the Mystic Scribe. So you can kind of build out your team however you want. You're not locked to being a unique spellcaster, so if someone picks the character you want to play, you can still play that character.
I shape
So if I go Iron
as I
Sorcerer
shape
here, I'm going to go ahead and hold and lock that in. Now everybody on my team's ready. We're going to go ahead into your deck building. So you're going to want to have multiple decks here, because if you look, you could see everyone on your team's deck. Maybe we're both the same character, but this person's going creatures and you want to go spells. You can switch that up even though you're both the same character and have it mixed up. Maybe all three of us are going heavy creatures and you want to have a spell deck to switch up and maybe be a spell deck so you can take out the enemy players.
You must destroy the enemy life stones.
Now that the match has started, let's go ahead and take a look at the UI here. At the bottom right, you're going to see the mini map. There's 3 different lanes like a typical MOBA with towers in the middle. So you're going to see those towers. There's 3 towers in between each base on each lane. To the left of that is going to be your population. So when you spawn creatures, I can have 30 level 1 or rank 1 creatures, 5 rank 2, 2 rank 3, and 1 rank 4. These are my population limits. Those are where I'm capped at how many I can spawn. You can increase that later with your levels. At the very top, you're going to see the 3 people alive, what their levels are. So 111, 221, so the other team is doing better than us so far. As well as the turret, or the base, the 3 different bases there. So you can see how many bases are left, and it is a 25-minute cap on time. Now I can fly up here. I spawn in my base here, so this is the base. I'm in the middle lane. I'm going to go ahead and press number 1 to select my units, and I'm going to right click, and this is going to go ahead and spawn my units. So now you can see I'm at 10 out of 30 population for rank 1. Now I'm going to spawn in rank 2, and I start with a rank 3 with this character. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn in my rank 3 building that summons out units. These units are now going to push the lane automatically for me and move on to the next turret. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here, help kill these. Once I cap this turret, you can see the blue is now moving into blue instead of red. Now this is our team's turret. This also allows me to now spawn my units here instead of having to go all the way back to the base where I was before. So I'm going to go ahead and build my buildings and my creatures and start pushing up from here, so now they don't have to go all the way back there. I can just spawn it all here, and now this is going to move down the lane and continue on to the enemy. I did level up, so I'm going to go ahead and push a V here. And this is going to give me 3 options for my level up. I can increase my summons by max life of 25%, my spells by 10% more damage. Now I don't have any spells on this character, so I'm not going to do that one. Or I can refill my spell recharges, basically get an item that allows me to use to refill my charges on my spells. Since I don't have any spells, I'm going to push number 1 to increase the max life of my units. Now level 2 here, level 3 option, I can increase my population by 5, increase my population. So now that my population has gone up, you can see my rank 1 population has now increased to 35. I can now spawn more units if I have them available. So I can continue to increase my unit spawns so I can do more and more spawns and push my lane better. Alright, on the map you're going to see these green treasure chest icons. So these treasure chests are going to be all around the map. You can come over here and kind of just destroy them. When they unlock, they're going to give you an item. So I just got an item on the left there. It says battle item, Titan gauge plus 2%. So to the left of my abilities, I see that my Titan is at 20 points, basically 20% out of 100. If I hold this new item I got, now it's at 22 to 23%. I can't spawn my Titan until it gets to 100%. So you can come over here and get different items from the chests, keep increasing your battle Titan to get your Titan faster. Next on the map, you're going to see these yellow icons. Yellow icons are basically going to be like your jungle characters. So up here, I see that there's a couple enemies up here. I can come up here and kill these. These will drop purple orbs, and now that helps me level up, so I can choose more items and abilities to make my character stronger. So you do want to jungle around the map as often as you can while pushing your lane.
I've too many pets.
So now I've leveled up to level 11. I can actually unlock my 4th skill here. So Summoner unlock. Summoner 4 unlocked, so I'm going to go ahead and push that.
they're
Now I
going
can
to
get
hate
my 4th
this.
skill, which is my my big bad boy here. He's got 10,000 health, so we're going to go ahead and drop all the creatures here. Start pushing this lane out with my big bad Rhino boy. Alright, so I just unlocked my Titan, so I'm going to go ahead, since I'm already pushing this, I'm going to go ahead and drop all my creatures here. I'm going to drop my big bad Rhino. Now I'm going to hold R, spawn my Titan. So now I got a full lane push here. Where's my Titan? Yeah, so I got the Titan and the Rhino. The push out, so I'm gonna go ahead and push this lane really hard. Well, let me know what you think of that game, if it's a game that you think you'll like or play. If there's any questions about the game that you'd like to learn, feel free to ask, and I'll go ahead and make another video about that. Thank you for watching. See you all later. Bye.